Hey guys. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's Tower Garden Tuesday, and you know I'm going to bring you in here in my house, in my space, because I'm that garden girl. Not your traditional garden girl, but I am a garden girl, right? And I love doing this because it brings me back memories to when my granny used to garden. But this is my way of doing it. So it's not your traditional garden, aeroponic gardening, indoors, 365 days of the year. But anyway, guys, when you catch this, hashtag replay, let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you feel about gardening. Let me know if you're interested in learning how to garden indoors with an aeroponic garden system. But anyway, guys, today I'm not going to be too long, but I want to come over, and you just missed my girl. She was watering herself, so you might hear some little trickles of water flowing. That's because she just finished watering herself, right? And first of all, I want to let you know that I'm growing some chard. I'm growing some bib lettuce. I am growing some bib lettuce here. I've got some butter crunch. I've got some sweet peppers, going to be growing some basil. I'm also getting ready to plant. Let me show you. I want to bring you in for this today. Ready to plant some kale. I'm getting ready to plant some arugula. I'm going to plant two different types of greens, spicy greens and marrow greens. And you're probably wondering, how in the world is she going to grow a garden on the inside? Well, glad you asked, because I'm that garden girl. So I want to show you what I use. It does not require dirt, so I don't have to get on my knees, dig in the dirt, plow up a piece of land, because it's eco-friendly. It just is. Looking at ways of sustaining indoor growing of veggies. Also, like I said, don't have to dig up my ground outside or anything, because the reality of it is everybody doesn't have land to dig up, right? So this, you don't have to worry about it. So the benefits of this is it's eco-friendly, reducing your carbon footprint, digging up the land. So we're going to do it this way, right? Also, it's affordable, because it just became a part of our grocery budget. That's what we did. Became a part of our grocery budget. So now I don't go and buy a bunch of fruits and veggies. I can grow them right here on my aeroponic garden system. Not only that, it's educational. These can be in schools. There are some that I've helped get into childcare centers here in my area. So they're educational. They can come with a curriculum. What we know is that children who grow their own foods tend to eat their own foods. So I love that. Literally steps from my kitchen right here in my little space. That's like my gym space, my virtual teaching space, my garden growing space. But anyway, guys, I just want to let you know how easy it is. And it's something anybody can do. I don't have a green thumb. Never grew anything outside a day in my life. Never grew a garden outside a day in my life. Although family members did. I just went out there and ate their food. But anyway, I want to show you what we're using, because it's not soil, right? It's soilless. Don't need that. And it's self-watering. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I want to show you the rock wool. You're going to notice water dripping, because what I did was I soaked the rock wool. You're probably saying, what is rock wool? Long story short, rock wool is a type of lava rock that's kind of, think of it as like cotton candy. It's kind of spun, and then it's compressed and compacted into this material right here. It's veggie friendly, so it's plant friendly, number one. It's absorbent, so it's going to make sure that when I plant the seeds, it's going to hold the water, the moisture, and it allows oxygen to get through to the plants that are going to be planted in here. So that's why we're using the rock wool soil. So the other thing that we're going to be using is vermiculite. Vermiculite is what we're going to use to help cover up the seeds when we plant them. Remember, I said this is soilless. So this vermiculite, it's like this little, I don't know if you can see when I squeeze it. It kind of helps to hold the moisture too, but also to feed the seeds as they're growing. So you see, let me show you one more time. See how it starts off like that? You can kind of see, and then it's, look, let me show you, see that? So I'm not going to put those in there because I've had my hands on them. But I do wash my hands before touching any of the seeds, touching the vermiculite, touching the rock wool. And even before I come in and touch my veggies. Now, you're going to see that they're not like really, really big. But guys, they've grown so much. I started this harvest, this planting of this season on March 25th. It's not even April 25th. It's not even May 25th. Today is just May the 3rd. So literally in about a month's time, this is what's happened, right? And I will pull some off, but I don't want to, you know what? Let me do this. Let me show you. Let me show you. I'm going to take this one. That you can literally come over. And because there's no herbicides or pesticides put on it, you can literally eat right off the tower. So if you have children in the house that come over, or you have nieces or nephews that come over and they start to eat off your tower, it's not going to hurt them. I literally just picked this off. Let me get another one. It was so good. Oh my goodness. That was so delicious. Look at this. And you just eat it because there is nothing sprayed on it. Now, we do have a food mineral blend that goes here in the reservoir over here where the water goes. And there's a pump that allows the water to be pumped up. So the water pumps up, cycles up, and then it comes back down through. So every port that you see where the roots are hanging, that is where they're getting watered, right? So let me get into this really quickly because I want to show you how easy this is. Now that you've seen this, oh, I forgot to talk to you about the grow lights. These are the grow lights. And you can notice that I'm touching them. They've been on since about 5:30 this morning. They are set to go off at 10:30 tonight. As my veggies grow and get bigger and bigger, I decrease the amount of grow lights that's on it because they're now, reaching maturity, right? But I'll still have the grow lights on because as you can see, sometimes there's not sunlight coming in through my windows here. So I do keep the windows open so that when their sun is shining, you can get natural light. But for the most part, I keep my grow lights on. And I'm doing this because I want you to see, because some people said, what if it's in my house and my child goes over and grabs the light? I'm holding the light. I'm holding it, right? Now, you don't want your child grabbing it, but if they accidentally, because children are curious, if they touch it, they're not going to get burned, right? But the ideal is you don't want them playing with it because you don't want them to snap it apart because here it snaps off. If you need to take it off, like sometimes I travel with it to vendor events. So I take it, I share it with other people so that they can learn how to be healthy. I teach people how to be healthy in 2 ways. You can either grow it or you can grab and go with it by having whole food capsules, which is food wrapped in a vegan capsule that you can literally take. Or if you don't want to take it because you're saying, I don't eat capsules, pop it open, put it on your tongue, sprinkle it on your food, on your salad, in your smoothies or whatever. But, so come on in here so I can show you. This is the rock wool. I want you to see again. It's been soaking. I usually let it soak about 30 minutes. I actually use the water from the reservoir because it's already got the food grade minerals going through it. It's been cycling through. So let's get ready. Now, you will get packets like this if you decide that you want an indoor garden like I have. Then we will send you all the parts to the garden. Everything that you see here comes with it. You're going to get some starter packs. And right on the back, it's going to tell you exactly how many seeds that you need. So this says 4 to 6. Guys, don't do what I did the first time I did my planting. I was like, that's not enough. Let me show you how little these seeds are. I was like, they playing. I like to eat. So let me show you these seeds, right? I don't know if you can see that. Look how little they are. You see that? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to plant about 10 of these. Plant exactly how many they tell you to plant. So what I'm going to do is plant them right inside of here. I'm going to pull this over so you can see it. See? And I'm going to plant pods of kale right here. And then I'm going to put the other ones, the arugula and the salad mix. So I'm going to count out exactly 4. Oh, you hear that, guys? She's about to water herself. Can you hear it? So it's literally, my garden waters itself. Now, I do have a gauge here that I can gauge the water levels. But once I put it in, that water lasts. I think this is, I haven't changed it since I started March 25th. So the water has been cycling and cycling and cycling, right? This will be the first time that I'm actually adding water, which will be today. So from March 25th to May the 3rd, the basin, which is a 13-gallon reservoir basin, whatever you call it, depends on where you live, actually holds the water there, right? And it cycles through. And it keeps feeding the veggies. It feeds the roots that are off inside there. So I want you to be able to hear her running. She'll run 5 minutes, and then she'll shut off for 45 minutes. So let me go ahead and plant. I'm only going to put 6 in there, and I'm literally counting it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to put the rest back in here. Now, I still have plenty in here for another planting season. You see that? Okay. And then I'm going to take the vermiculite. I've got it right here in this first one. I'm going to take the vermiculite. And I'm going to take and cover it up, cover the seeds. I'm going to show you too how easy that is. Put that in there. So now you see I've covered the seeds with the vermiculite. That's going to help to nurture it as it's starting to grow. Now, it will stay here in my little tray. I will put water in there. I don't know if you can see the water, but I do have water in the bottom just to keep it moist. Now, I will not take these out and transplant them into the empty pods until I see roots coming out the bottom. That means it's starting to grow, it's holding on, and then I will literally take it. Let me show you. See this? I will break it apart and transport it into the pods. And each pod is labeled right here. So I'm going to know exactly what I'm planting and harvesting. And I'm not going to go through every one right here, but see how easy that was? See how fast it was? Put the seeds in, cover with the vermiculite, and I will do that for the arugula, the kale. Now, the other thing you'll want to do is to label. So what I usually do, because you don't have to be fancy, you can get a toothpick, tape a piece of paper to it, write the word on it, stick it in here, so while it's growing, you see she cuts herself off. So some people say that's going to run up my water bill. It doesn't run up your water bill. It saves on your water. You know, when you have a traditional garden, you have to go out and water it with the water hose if there's no rain. This water has been in here since March 25th, cycling through. There's no impurities in it. There's no herbicides, nothing like that, so I don't have to worry about it. You literally saw me eat off of here. And the water is here. Probably can't see, but the water is down off in there. And I'll check my gauge because it's a little low. But anyway, that's how quick and easy it is. It's easy, it's educational, it's affordable, it's sustainable, and literally steps from my table in my kitchen. So when I think about it, I think about the ways in which this can decrease food disparities, food inequities, food deserts, educational, because like where I live here in Nashville, there are some schools that actually have gardens, traditional outside gardens. But I do know that costs schools. Schools have to pay for that. Has to go in their budget, right? And it's expensive. And it costs way more than this garden system right here. Let me tell you that I know because I've sat on the budgeting committees for schools. And when they had to write these into their funding, I know how much it costs, right? The programs, they can't grow outdoors all year long, right? So the children miss out on some things. It's like a portable educational classroom, mobile classroom. Also comes with the curriculum, which I love. One of my gardenistas in Florida who has 3 children, she makes this education with her babies. They help her plant, they help her harvest, they help her fix foods with it, they eat it, and she uses the educational activities to do activities with them, the lesson plans, which is, because I know somebody's going to say, yes, it is. It's aligned to the Common Core state standards and the next generation science standards, right? So you don't have to worry about all that. But even if you're at home and you have little ones at home, like some people actually homeschool their children. Imagine homeschooling your child with this at home. feeding your family, educating your child, science, math, literacy, language, writing, vocabulary. Think of everything you can do. Think of everything you can do. Guys, I'm not even gonna get started because that's the educator in me coming out. So I'm like that educator, that garden girl, all that good stuff. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the Tower Garden Tuesday. I'm gonna hop off, finish doing my planning, get them labeled. I'm gonna bring you back in next Tuesday because I want you to see the growth. So I want you to look at this and notice the growth, okay? Look at how little my basils are. This right here is my Bibb lettuce. So I want you to kind of see what it looks like. And then I'm also going to bring you back in so you can start to see how these are going to start to sprout and take root and everything. I'm excited about it. If you want to know more about it, you can drop me a DM. You can comment. If you have my phone number, you can text me, call me. Well, anyway, guys, you don't want me to sing, but I'm just so excited to have these Tower Garden Tuesdays, to bring you in, to share this more. I know some people are like, I'm just going to keep my traditional garden. I'm not asking you to stop your traditional garden. I'm asking you to think of ways to complement that traditional garden when the weather is snowy, icy, you can't get outside, or if you don't have the land. Think about it. Plant a garden, a traditional garden. You move, you can't take that traditional garden with you sometimes, unless it's a raised bed that you can actually transport. This baby can be broken down, disconnected, traveled with. Bada bing, bada boom. Anyway, guys, this brings me so much joy. I had an opportunity to talk with people about it today. It was exciting. Just speaking with many different people about how to use these aeroponic garden systems in churches, in schools, in community centers. Think about it. Why not put up more community gardens and less skyscrapers? Why not use that land to put big greenhouses on it with these inside of them, right? Sorry, guys. Why not? Can you imagine that? I talked to a lady today and she said, imagine putting these on rooftops. Well, guess what? There are some places that already have these on rooftops. Imagine having a land, acres and acres of land with greenhouses with these inside of it. Think of the many people you can feed. Let me get out of here. I'll be talking. Anyway, guys, #value, #replay. If you want to know more, ask me. I'm happy to share with you. I'm happy to help you get one of these. Just let me tell you, game changer, supermarket of the future. I'm telling you right now. You see how green these are? Go into your grocery store. Look at these. Look at yours. And I can't wait till they grow a little bit more because I'm actually going to take pictures of mine, and I'm gonna go buy some in a grocery store, and I'm gonna show you and compare it. When they mature a little bit more, I'm going to actually juice some of my greens. I'm gonna go to the store and buy some of their greens. I'm gonna juice them live so you can see it, and I want you to be able to see the difference. Nutrient dense, rich foods, right here in my home. Literally steps from my living room, from my kitchen. And the best part about it is when I grow it, it grows so much, I'm able to share with other people. I cannot wait for this next harvest. The first harvest, I was, filling it out. But anyway, let me go. Thank you guys for coming in, watching, following my Tower Garden journey. #I am that garden girl, helping you learn about growing a sustainable garden and the many benefits of it. So stay tuned for next Tuesday. I'll be popping some pictures of her, or you can screenshot from the video and share with other people. And what I will do is I will drop down in the comments my link so that you can go and learn a bit more about everything I've talked about so far. And you can also connect with me because my contact information is on there. But for now, peace. Gotta go. Me and my girl got some things to talk about because I sing to her and I talk to her. If you don't know about that, ask your grandparents about how they used to talk to their plants. My granny used to do it all the time. Peace. Keep growing. Until next time.